Okay, awesome. So, hello, my name's Owen. I am 21 from Surrey. I am currently restoring this 1989 XR3i Escort. When I got it, it was basically a barn find, so it's come a decently long way, but yet there's still a lot to do. And yeah, I also run Tanoshi, which is a car events page around Surrey area, and it's mostly Japanese cars, but you get loads of European cars like this, and it's all about forming community. So Tanoshi started as a Xbox group on mostly Forza, sometimes a bit of GTA 5 as well. This was during lockdown, so everyone was bored out of their minds, and people used Tanoshi as a kind of way of keeping their lifestyle within cars, but keeping to the boundaries of the whole pandemic. And then from there, doing the same thing, but in real life. So when it went from online to in person would have been 2021. So just when lockdown eased out, we moved it straight to Cobham, which is where we're still kind of based at the moment. And it was all about the same thing of just bringing people together and yeah, just making sure everyone's happy. It went from probably around 30 cars at the first one to now just pushing around 200, I'd guess. So yeah, it's a big community, to be fair.
Hi there, my name's Phil. I'm 35, believe it or not, and I am here with my 1989 Unos MX-5. It is turboed, and I'm going through the process of hoping to get it into a more of a show car.
My name's Jonathan, 30 years old, from West London.
I'm Matt, 37, from Surrey, and drive a Honda Civic Type R EP3.
I'm Rob, I'm from Woking. I've got a Mazda RX-8 231 and I'm 56.
Right. My name's Fanwa Chan, I'm from Croydon, Greater London. This is a Nissan Skyline R33 GTR. We're making 512 horsepower.
I very rarely talk to people as well, so this is like a big issue for me. Name's Mark, come from Sutton, age 37, drive an Evo 6 GSR, 1999.
Anything you dislike about the car scene?
Probably anyone that pops and bangs is a bit annoying.
Kieran Walsh, 38, and this is my Subaru Impreza WRX 300.
So what cars mean to me personally? I've been around cars my entire life, really, since I was a young kid, because my granddad has project cars and so did my dad. As they mean to me personally, I'd say it's quite a good way of...
A person expressing themselves, especially on the modified car scene.
No, I'll never not have an interesting car.
It's a way to identify yourself, and it's a good pastime, you know.
It's a passion, really. It's like a hobby type thing for me, so...
Something you can work on in your weekends.
What you put your life into.
To meet good people.
They're a part of you. You know, they're more than just a car.
It's just that sense of freedom that really makes me feel that's what cars mean to me. It's ultimately that sense of freedom that you have, being able to choose where you want to go on your own terms, as opposed to having to rely on public transport.
It becomes more of a lifestyle. Personally, I grew up watching a lot of this best motoring, Japanese animation called Initial D, and obviously Fast and Furious movies and that. And I wanted to make that a reality, essentially. Obviously, I think this is like a goal for someone. I know a lot of other people that have the Skyline as their dream car. So I hope, seeing mine, people want to buy one and get theirs one day.
My earliest memory, trying to think, probably be Gran Turismo on the first original PlayStation. Just getting on that, having a race around, and then after that, I've got an older brother. I used to start going to car meets with him. It sort of just took off from there.
My earliest memory of getting into the car scene was from Need for Speed Underground, and that was from 2000s, and that was driving the Eclipse at like midnight.
Is probably when my dad is a mechanic, so obviously grown up around cars, and then yeah, playing on the PlayStation, Xbox, and all that, like all the car games.
My father used to buy me a lot of toy cars. I had a little collection, all these different cars, supercars, Mitsubishi, Evos, Skylines, etc. So I want to make it like a goal to basically buy a car collection 1:1 scale instead of 1:64 scale.
My earliest memory would be my collection of Matchbox cars when I was a kid.
So I bought my dream car. I've got many dream cars, but this is one of them, the Nissan Skyline R33 GTR. I like this car a lot because it was one out of the 3 Skylines. This is the one that had the symmetrical tail lights. For the good or bad, I don't know, but obviously I think this is like a goal for someone. I know a lot of other people that have the Skyline as their dream car, so I hope seeing mine, people want to buy one and get theirs one day.
I've had this now about 14 years, I think. About 14. Old man likes it, mother don't like it, my kids like it, my ex don't like it. One of the reasons.
My advice would be don't, unless you've got a lot of money. They're not cheap. Yeah, you can spend thousands upon thousands on modifying your car. Yeah, for me, I had an ex-girlfriend who didn't like my car. I told her that I've had a longer relationship with my car than her, and I still got the car.
As some people who may see this, this is of course a Unos or a Mazda MX-5 here in Europe. Along with this MX-5, kind of spawned what a community like an enthusiast club, shall I say, would be Farnborough Fives. So my name is Phil. I run the Farnborough Fives club. It basically spawned out about 2 years ago. I bought my first MX-5, a Mark II, coming up to about 2 years now. And I knew a few people who actually had an MX-5. Went to visit a local MX-5 club. People there owned it, but as I started peeking into the community that was there, I noticed a number of them actually lived quite near me, and that was sort of like my sort of gateway back into cars, having something. I was fortunate enough to be able to have another car. This is a weekend project, and spawned from there was someone's suggestion was to, hey, why don't you start a club? More and more people started to join it. I made some, and still do have some very close friends that I consider, people who I will remember for a lifetime. A gathering of people who have the same interests in a single car, and that's what it all spawned out of. We are coming up to about 2 years as a club, nearing 500 members. We do multiple events. I, of course, lead it, but I'm no means the person who runs it all. I am just, as I like to call myself, dear leader. I've got people who help with our socials, people who help with making events, people who have just organised some actually legalities. We actually do have public liability, so if you need to go to events, we do have that safety net. So we're not just a club of people getting together. We will organise things for the local car owners, and we want to stretch a little bit further than that, but that's sort of how the Farnborough Fives came about. But I've built with this community, along with those who were there at the beginning, help me expand, speak to other owners, literally walk up to them and say, look, there's this new club, this new community, and it's absolutely thriving. It's a fantastic thing which people want to be a part of, and that is something which I want to sort of carry on moving forward. We're not purists, we're just enthusiasts. We like the car, we enjoy what it stands for, and ultimately, it's just a bit of fun. These people made daily the cars. We, all in all, just appreciate these little Japanese nuggets.
So I wish I could relive, would definitely be the early car scene from the early 2000s. That was decent. That was way better than what we have now. Way better. More Jap, more Ford, and when people used to come out, it was very antisocial, but you didn't get the old build like you did now. A lot more racing, a lot more drifting. Now it's not as easy to do, so it's much more fun back in the day. Social aspect then was much different to it is now. Everyone would talk to everyone much more, no matter what car you had or anything like that. Now, you're a little bit segregated with people, depends on what they have. So if you're a Volkswagen, you'll stick more with Volkswagen. If you're a Jap, you stick more with Jap now. Whereas the early 2000s, everyone would talk to everyone.
So I'll have to say, you have to go to a different approach. If you were to want to get into cars, you should probably look at focusing on your career and making a lot of money, because it's a big rabbit hole. I could have definitely bought a house deposit. I didn't. I bought a car instead.
I would just say make sure you've got the money behind you to do it in the first place, because they do take a big drain on your banking, the maintenance, buying the cars. I wouldn't say not to do it, because it's probably one of the best things I've done. You know, you can go out drinking or whatever, but you do get into cars, you have something to show for it at the end.
If you're into cars from an early age, then you'll be into it anyway. But if not, then all you do is go to a few car meets and see if you're into it through that.
Yeah, just join a car club. Doesn't have to be anyone specific, but car club that you get along with, they get along with you, and they treat you just like everyone else. And you just sort of like have stuff in common with each other. Necessarily enjoy getting up early in the morning, but everything else is good. It's just something to do on the weekend, right?
Right, we'll call it there then.